Hi, this is Shelley Kraft. We're coming to you live on SNN Live. We're at the 13th Annual B. Riley and Company Investor Conference right here in lovely uptown Santa Monica. I have Brian Testo, Grizzly Discoveries, GZD, and GZDIF QX Exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Grizz.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
You know, if there's anybody who depicts what a mining company, an exploration guy in the gold industry and all of your, whatever your potash, and you got a lot of resources going, you're like the quintessential guy that if I had to imagine, it would be a guy that looks like you.
Well, thank you.
I'm telling you, you look like a guy that's been in the dirt, mining, kicking rocks.
Dirt under my fingernails.
There you got the dirt under your fingernails. You're the real deal. You know, you're not a gentleman miner. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Well, how are things going?
Well, since we last spoke, we got our results back from our potash, and we did hit potash in Alberta, which is good. Markets have been a bit ugly, but having said that, we're going to raise $5 million and drill 5 more holes and 4 to 5 holes in the potash. And that should smart.
Now, where's the potash?
In Alberta, around Medicine Hat and Lloydminster.
Really, I've actually been to Medicine Hat. Yeah. Now, let me ask you a question. What's the price of potash these days?
About $480 a ton.
So how many tons do you think you got?
Well, that's what the next program will tell us. We'll get to a resource on our next program.
But usually, when you hit potash, there's usually a lot of it.
Yes, it's what it was is inland sea that evaporated is called a prairie evaporate. So it's thick and spread like the Utah salt flats, only at depth. So when you drill into it, you usually end up with a lot. Yes.
So, what's the road, the infrastructure like up there?
Well, there's oil companies beside us. There's pipelines beside us. There's railway. It's got excellent infrastructure. You can work.
Getting it out is not a big deal.
No problem at all.
Okay, what else is going on? I know gold is also under pressure.
Yeah, gold's under pressure right now. We did 4 holes on our Greenwood gold project. The results will be out by the end of the month on that.
Listen, it could have been worse. You could have owned Facebook, right?
That's true. That's very true.
So now, what do you have going on in the future? Any more exploration?
Yeah, well, we're going to raise $5 million and concentrate on our potash and try and get a resource.
Well, you know, I've seen nothing but successful potash companies. I don't know of anyone that's ever not been totally unusually successful in the potash business. And I've seen them come, onto the scene, and the next thing you know, they're doing really well.
Yeah. Well, what we did is we looked at Alberta because Saskatchewan is a big producer of potash. And what we had to do is we had to prove to the world that there was potash in Alberta. I mean, the USGS came out and said there was. They had all these reports on it, but we actually drilled and we actually hit potash in Alberta. So we made the discovery. Now we got to prove it's economic. So the next 4 or 5
it's a Grizzly discovery.
It's a Grizzly discovery.
So now you're the first find in Alberta.
Well, actually, there was another company called Pacific Potash. We got ground with them 50-50, and they drilled a week before us, and they hit potash as well. So,
but it's all good.
It's all good. I mean, we were among the first. Yes,
right.
Very.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this young man, I see him at these conferences. How's this conference going for you?
It's actually pretty good considering the market sentiment right now, and with Europe and Facebook. I mean, everybody's talking about Facebook, and
I know.
Fell on its face. And other than that, everything's going good.
And we're going to get a website.
www.
I'm going to try to keep these questions.
GrizzlyDiscoveries.com.
How do you spell Grizzly?
GRIZZLY or GRIZZLY.
For Canadian
and American.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Testo, Grizzly Discoveries, GZD, GZDIF. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the 13th Annual B. Riley and Company Conference in lovely Santa Monica, California. Thanks
Thanks,
for
Johnny.
coming on, Grizz. It's always
Thank
good
you
to
very
see
much.
you. You're welcome.